everyone, and welcome to Share and Review. And I've decided today we would look at Air New Zealand. So before I jump across and look at the charts, just remember that this is for educational purposes only. It's certainly not intended for financial advice or anything like that. If you were looking for financial advice, then you do need to go and talk to your own advisor and they'll be able to help. So let's jump across and have a look at Air New Zealand. So our national carrier, Air New Zealand, I've got this chart up for 2 years and really we've been in a downtrend and it's still looking that way. We've been through quite a flat patch from sort of about October 22 through until basically 12 months. Middle of September last year, it just meandered sideways. And then since then, it has even fallen even further. Let's just have a look at the 5-year chart as well. As you can see here, Air New Zealand was trading a lot higher, and this is all pre-COVID levels. It was trading up around $1.70 odd. Got to about $1.75 by the looks of that. And then like most stocks, as you can see, it just absolutely plummeted. I'll just take these off to show you. So you can see here that it absolutely plummeted, a lot of volume on that. But really since then, it's been tracking down. A way, I might have said this one other time, a way that you can do this is if you can use the moving average and pop a 200-day moving average on, and let's just change that to exponential, and that gives you an idea of the trend of the share. So you can see here that Air New Zealand is trading below that, and that is always a good indicator that where the share is going. So it's trading below that 200-week moving average, so it's a very slow moving average, and because it's trading below it, and you can see that it's basically on a decline. Let's go back to the 2 years. Air New Zealand is, on the whole, is tracking down. You can also see by looking at the chart, there's a lot of red candles as opposed to green, but a few flat patches. You get these little dojis every now and again that really mean that the market is quite indecisive. So it means that people aren't sure, buyers and sellers are basically in equilibrium, and that's why it didn't go anywhere there. Now, if I change this back to where I had it, sorry, that was 200. Beg your pardon, sorry about that, but it's still showing the same thing. Okay, 5-year max, as you can see there, it's definitely on a big slope down. So yeah, a good reason in my view that I would not be looking at implementing this into my portfolio for all the reasons I was just saying. If I bring it back to the 2-year screen, and I'll change this moving average to a 30, and we'll also put on a 15. And like I talk about, these moving averages are what I use to give an indication as to where the share market or that indices or the share is actually going. And something I want to see is where the 15-period moving average crosses above the 30. But what we have in fact seen with Air New Zealand is it's gone the other way. So the 15-period moving average has crossed below the 30, which is again another strong indicator that the share is in a downtrend. You can also see here by these little Ds is it's paid a dividend, and I can't quite, I'm just trying making full screen. Hopefully that might show us better. Okay, no, it hasn't. It will actually bring up what the dividend is sometimes, but it's obviously just too close. What you can find too is quite often when a share does go ex-dividend, so it's obviously when they've paid it, you'll quite often find that a share will dip. So don't let that be necessarily a nervous indicator for any other share. Air New Zealand is an exception to this for the fact that it is trending down. But you will quite often see a share move potentially up to 1.5 times what the dividend was. And that could be the case here with Air New Zealand. I don't really know, okay? But in my view, it's certainly in a downtrend. Let's just get a comparison to how it's performing to the main board, so the NZX 50. And again, it's trading well below what the NZX 50 is trading. It's trading at about 30% below where the New Zealand stock market is trading. And just pop that over a 5-year as well, and we'll see. So as you can see here, there's a lot of divergence between the NZX 50 and Air New Zealand. And the reason I just like to bring that up is because Air New Zealand is on the main board, for me, I want to get an idea as to where it's trading in relation to the overall indices, because this is obviously a laggard on the New Zealand market, on the NZX 50. And so I want to get an idea as to if it's a strong performer, then again, that could be a good indicator that Air New Zealand would be, or any share for that matter, would be a potential buy. But as you can see here, through this whole 2-year period, it's been well below. So it's certainly something that I want to avoid. So I hope that's really helped. I love it when people come in and make suggestions as to what share they would like me to review. So keep them coming. And if you've got any other questions that you'd like me to perhaps help you out with your investing, especially if you're new to the journey or anything like that, by all means reach out. Happy to discuss it here and hopefully answer those questions for you. So anyway, enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you.